Good evening, everyone. My name is Darius. I'm a student in a comm 102 class, and today I'd like to talk about why breakfast is important. Now, many Americans don't believe breakfast is important, but by skipping this, they end up hurting themselves and do more damage by substituting it with a quick fix such as a donut or a drink like coffee. Their ability to perform becomes diminished when they do this, and they hurt themselves in the long run. Now, as you can tell, many Americans don't like to eat breakfast. They prefer to save on time. According to a study back in 2015, 12% of Americans don't eat breakfast, and over 50% of Americans only eat breakfast a few times a week. This number has only increased since then. If you're one of these people and you've been skipping out on breakfast and are interested in what you could benefit from by eating breakfast, continue along and stay with me. If you've been feeling more tired during the day and your lack of energy has been affecting your ability to work, this information that I'd like to share can help solve that. If you want to know how eating a full, healthy, and balanced meal every day can make positive changes in your life, you found the right place. Me, myself, I have been an avid supporter of breakfast for many years. It is one of my favorite meals, and I put a large amount of time into researching on the benefits of eating a good meal for breakfast. Me, my family members, and friends like to make comparisons as well for how they feel during the day when they skip breakfast and compared to me, who's someone who likes to eat breakfast during the day. And I'd like to share my findings that I've come to over these past years, and I'd like to share them with you. I'm also going to be sharing information about how these benefits are how this breakfast every day is going to be benefiting you in 3 ways: health, financial, and social. And I'd like to talk about how these benefits are going to contribute to positive changes in your everyday lives. For starters, health benefits. One of the biggest things of eating that you could get from eating a solid breakfast every day is increasing your health and bettering it. And it could be done in 1 of 2 ways. One, through your physical health, and the other through your mental. I like to talk about the physical health first. This is the simplest to me and the easiest for me to talk about in the beginning. Obviously, one of the first things that come to mind is nourishment. When you substitute your breakfast for coffee or a quick drink, how nourishing is that? The honest answer is it's not really. In your average cup of coffee, there's only 3 vitamins that are present, and it's a very small amount, 1%. Those vitamins are vitamin B, vitamin K, and vitamin E, respectively. Coffee contains only a slightly higher percentage of essential minerals. Some common ones that everybody knows is iron, zinc, magnesium. There's a few others, but the percentage is still low. It contains only 27 calories and less than half a gram of protein, totaling to 0.3 grams. On the other hand, let's say you'd like to have a hot meal for breakfast, a bowl of, let's say, maple and brown sugar, that's a favorite amongst many people, that contains 8 times the amount of protein and 6 times the amount of calories, totaling to 160 calories. The other nutrients see a significant boost as well, and this alone shows the health benefits from having a fuller meal of breakfast. Not only that, if we were to include some fruit, say some grapes, slices of banana, maybe some honeydew, some type of melon, that's even going to provide more benefits nutrient-wise to your body and allow you to perform better throughout the day. It also helps, eating a full meal of breakfast also helps to promote weight loss. When we skip breakfast, we become hungrier during the day and are more likely to grab a quick snack, something that's sugary and fatty, such as donuts, salty chips, things like that, something from the vending machine. We tend to overeat during lunchtime because when we skip breakfast, our hunger hormones, for better or worse terms, increase and we get extremely hungry and have hunger pains. And so when lunch comes around, we overeat more than we should. And this food that we overeat is typically not as healthy as a healthy breakfast could be. Another benefit of eating a full breakfast is you're more invigorated during the day. You have more energy. Thus, you're also more likely to exercise, maybe during your lunch break or maybe during your time in the evening when school or work is over. You have more energy left over at the end of your workday. A healthy balanced meal in the morning also provides a boost to energy. With the gain of protein from foods such as eggs and meats, you'll feel stronger during the day, and building muscle will be not only easier, but it will be quicker as well. You'll also have higher sugar levels, which will leave you feeling more energetic and less inclined to snack on fatty foods that people most often desire when they start to crash from low blood sugar when they skip their breakfast. Lastly, for physical health benefits, a healthy breakfast often helps fight the risk of heart disease and diabetes. Many people have seen commercials from our truly favorite Cheerios and other oatmeals, foods that are high in grains and oats. These foods contain low cholesterol carbs, and they help to reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. This also helps with diabetes when you have fruits that have low glycerin minerals and they have low sugar counts, but it's still a healthy sugar. It's a healthy glucose. Early eaters also tend to eat more mindfully and stress eat less, according to the American Heart Association. The other benefits in the health department are mental. Full and healthy meal provides a multitude of mental benefits. For starters, it provides energy and nourishment that helps you perform and increases your performance levels in your day-to-day activities. The energy gained from eating a healthy breakfast allows you to stay focused and concentrated. A meal of oatmeal and fruit will allow you to do more work and do it more efficiently compared to eating a donut or a quick snack that can leave you crashing later in the afternoon. Breakfast helps to lower stress and leave you with a positive mood for the duration of your morning. Many foods, such as fruits and grains that contain low sugar carbs, help produce chemicals that make you feel good. This chemical is serotonin. The nutrients and minerals they provide also help with reducing headaches. No one likes the headaches, just creates more stress. Plus, by being up early enough for a good breakfast and preparing for it, you will be less rushed afterwards to get ready for work, and anybody who is less rushed and has more time is under less pressure and becomes less stressed when they are getting ready or leaving for work. Lastly, a healthy breakfast helps with brain development and memory. This helps with learning and the ability to retain that information. Not only does anyone remember the old reminders we get as children when we were back in elementary school? We would be told by our teachers to eat a full meal, come to school prepared. What their meaning is, by eating a full meal, it will help us better to prepare for the material that we would be learning in that school, especially when national tests came around. If anyone remembers the WASL or the MSP, many teachers would encourage you to eat full meals, and I remember seeing commercials all the time that parents should have their kids eat mini wheats. The reason behind this is foods that are high in grains and fruits contain a lot of omega vitamins, and specifically omega-3 vitamins. These are nutrients that promote the ability to understand new information and retain it. In a study of 4,000 elementary school children, researchers found children who ate breakfast outscored those who did not on memory and verbal fluency tests. People who eat a healthy and balanced breakfast are also less likely to develop brain deficiencies such as cognitive impairment and dementia. Financial benefits. Eating a full breakfast in the morning might seem like it will cost you more money than your everyday coffee, but in reality, the opposite is quite true. For breakfast of hot cereal, the average cost in the U.S. according to a study in 2016 was $2.71. Add in some fruit, and the total outcome for a year expenditure of breakfast was about $1,264. It's quite a bit. Well, compared to the average cost of coffee, that amount is trivial. A whopping $1,934 was the average cost of coffee for men, and a woman paid over $2,000 for the yearly fix of coffee. This is an increase of almost $1,000 back in 2012, which the average cost of coffee then was slightly over $1,000. Now, not only do we have to count on the cost of coffee, but the cost of sugary and fatty foods that many people will buy when they go to the gas station to provide them with calories since they're hungry, since all they have is coffee, or maybe they get a donut or a bagel from Starbucks when they go to grab their drink. This adds to the cost. Also, by buying for your a healthy breakfast. If you buy these groceries in bulk and you prepare it yourself, it's going to be much cheaper and will last you a lot longer. Doing this will save you over $1,000 a year compared to eating quick fixes and sugary and fatty foods and having the coffee every morning. Eating a full and healthy meal at breakfast only provide you with benefits at the slight cost of a bit of time in the short run. I say short run because it will easily be made up with efficiency at work, where individuals will be able to get more done and thus make that time back and make more money back. Plus, there's a good chance you'll be able to impress the boss with your improved energy levels and maybe secure a raise. The money saved by eating a healthy and balanced breakfast can also be put towards paying off bills quicker, saving money for future uses, or used for other things such as social outings like going to the movies with a group of friends. Some social benefits are, so how is eating breakfast going to improve your social life and give you social benefits? Well, of course, you have to do this by spending more time with your peers and the people that you care about. For starters, you're going to have more time with them in the morning. Instead of sleeping in an extra 30-60 minutes, which studies have shown provide you with no benefit. In fact, in worst case scenario, it only makes you more groggy. That time can now be spent more wisely with your friends and your peers. Being up earlier and spending that time with them allows you to check on them, swap stories, and maybe make plans later on. Now that you're feeling more energetic during the day, maybe you'd like to go work out as a group after your daily activities. When you eat breakfast with others, it's in a relaxed setting. People feel more open in themselves and they feel more secure after having a good night's rest and then coming down to a good breakfast. Also, people are happier. I know me, when I get ready for a good breakfast, I'm excited. I mean, who isn't excited for a good meal that they can enjoy and start the day off with good experiences with friends and family? This is a huge boost to mentality for the rest of your day, and it helps with productivity for the rest of your time at work and school by eating breakfast with a social group. In conclusion, the pros that come with taking the time to eat a full breakfast far outweigh the small gain in time when choosing a coffee or Red Bull or small snacks. The health benefits to both physical and mental aspects are numerous and only hurt people when they're missed. It's much healthier to take advantage of them, especially when you can save money by doing so and create a better social experience for every day. All of these factors accumulate and will lead to a positive change in your life and will show a visible effect for the better in the future. And this I promise you. As a testimony to this, me and my family have become much closer from enjoying our meals in the mornings and from sharing and talking about our experiences in the previous days or nights if we don't get the opportunity to see each other. I've noticed that I myself have become more energetic and productive. I see every day more vibrant, and I look forward to every day that comes. I look forward to being more energetic. I look forward to doing more. I look forward to a good meal in the morning. And this has been a really big and positive influence in my everyday. I challenge you to share what you've learned today and lead by example. Don't be afraid to show others the positive changes that eating full meal and breakfast make in your everyday life when you come to experience them, because it can greatly impact someone else who's in need of a boost, no matter how small or big. Thank you for your time, and I'll be signing out. Take care.